Now let's consider what's already happened in 2025 in terms of AI singularities and evolution. Things have just gone so fast. So at the beginning of this year, people were talking about the AGI singularity. This is when the AI on average becomes smarter than the average human. And it was a theory, would it ever happen? And then at the beginning of the year, some people were saying, actually, this could have happened, and people will start noticing somewhere around the summer. And now people are kind of quibbling about the definition. Has it been achieved? Hasn't it been achieved? But when you're moving exponentially fast in terms of AI evolution, then if it wasn't achieved yesterday, it could have been achieved today. It's a matter of definition. But that's definitely either arrived or on the very short term horizon. Next up was the idea that one AI could build and train another AI and that they would learn to self-evolve. And the theory always was, as soon as this happened, then the exponential growth just pretty much goes vertically, because an AI would start rewriting its own algorithms, and within hours become much more powerful. And again, that was a fear. People were kind of worried about, would this ever be possible? A lot of people saying no, it wouldn't be. But now that's the new norm. Within the last few weeks, there have been a lot of research papers and experiments showing this is exactly the case of what's been happening. A lot of the big commercial AI models have been trained through a process called distillation on synthetic data generated by other AIs. And this self evolving algorithmic development, that's now proved beyond doubt as well. Then what else happened this year in 2025? The Chinese suddenly appeared on the scene. People were saying, okay, the Chinese will also ran in this game, but then came DeepSeek, which just reduced the cost at a similar level of performance. But then you got things like Manus and GenSpark coming in, and this is like these agentic AI that can do replace entire jobs, can actually interact with the physical world with an online environment over multi-tasks. And it's early days on those, and of course the big American firms are hyperscaling to do the same as well. But this new era of super agents, that's arrived, and is getting stronger absolutely by the day. So the end point of this, which I think will definitely happen by the end of this year, is what I call orchestration AI. So this is one AI that can set up swarms of AI agents for businesses. And this, we're seeing the first indications of it, the first attempts at it, but it's not that easy or inexpensive yet. But basically, what a company would do with this is you just explain the overall of what a company does. And one AI intelligently understands that and starts itself setting up other AI agents that automate individual tasks, individual jobs, individual departments, and then links it all together and keeps doing that. So when that happens, and it's easy for companies to do that, then there'll suddenly be, I think, a large movement on it. Because let's say you have a sector in a specialist area, especially in something like service industry, where you've got a lot of, let's say, data or research going into analysis, going into reporting. That's all kind of AI territory. And imagine there were 10 companies doing that, and one of them switches to orchestration AI. They suddenly can do everything 10 times faster, 10 times better, 10 times cheaper. And it's first mover advantage. And they would then take huge market share from the other 9 companies. So it's like, who can do this first? And of course, market forces are going to kind of dictate this kind of thing's going to happen. So I've heard this described as, like a sand slide where it's a couple of grains of sand first, then the whole lot goes at once. Another way to see it would be, let's say, a dam. And companies, they have a lot of inertia, and you can't blame them. I mean, they've never dealt with something like this before. They've never dealt either as individual managers or as organizations with exponential change. This is unprecedented. So of course people kind of hold back a bit, and kind of like, well, let's wait and see. But the thing is, it's like either a sandslide or a dam breaking. So the market forces are building up behind. So any company right now could like double its productivity with basically almost instantly with no investment by just putting in AI now over their processes and spinning up some AI agents. But what starts as a trickle then becomes a flood. So just a few companies in a sector do it, then everybody is in a like survival mode and has to do it in response. So I think this is kind of where we are at the moment. 2025 has seen incredible change. Things that were just science fiction at the beginning of the year are now reality mid-year. And then I think towards the end of the year, you are going to see these kind of like sudden implementations in the corporate sector. But then, of course, that's only 2025. What about 26, 27, and the future beyond that? Things really are going to be shaken up. There'll be obviously some improvements. There'll be a lot of opportunity. There'll unfortunately be a lot of job loss, a lot of disruption, a lot of companies going under, a lot of careers being lost. But then again, a lot of invention, cures for diseases, all of these kind of things. But what it won't be is boring. It's going to be quite a ride, whatever it is.